by the name of Karen will be out in a minute.
Okay.
So if you want to take a seat.
Yeah, I just had more stuff to add, and I'm sort of a little bit annoying because it's taking so long.
Yeah.
You know, like I got assaulted by a police officer. So.
Hi.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Okay, can we sit down? Have you got time to sit down? Because I need to actually discuss this with you.
Is this to do with your last complaint?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm satisfied with what Des has done, and we won't be revisiting. He's satisfactorily addressed your concerns.
So what? I don't hear back from you.
He sent a letter
Don't.
to your email.
No, I want this police officer charged with assault. Charged.
No, you won't be getting charged.
Why not? They would charge me if I assaulted them. Why isn't it?
He didn't assault you.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
To him, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
He didn't. So.
It's verbal assault. That is assault. He threatened to punch me in the face. That is assault. If he had followed through, that would be battery.
Director of Public Prosecutions. We can't make the police charge people.
Well, so I got to now go and privately charge this guy.
That's entirely up to you.
So what, you've now basically given this officer a free pass?
No, we haven't given him a free pass. We're satisfied. You're as much to blame as him.
Excuse me?
According to the police officer, so...
He said to me, I will punch you in the face. What did I say to him?
You intervened in a matter that wasn't anything to do with you.
I was well within my right as a Mackenzie friend to advise my friend that that police prosecutor was lying to him. I'm well within my lawful right to act as a Mackenzie friend for my friend. Well within my legal right.
I thought you didn't have a legal right. You know, you contradict yourself.
Well, lawful right, sorry.
So,
Okay, so I'm well within their legal right to have a Mackenzie friend.
From the police officer, Des assessed it, and he wasn't going to take anything any further.
What about my smashed phone from when I was arrested? When do I get this repaired?
What smashed phone?
This was smashed by the arresting officer.
The letter that Des has written to you responding to your
Assault
issues.
in the courthouse. This is not the
Assault to
only
your
thing. What
issues.
about the arrest and what about the trouble that I've
Read
had
the
with...
letter.
So you're palming me off?
I'm not palming you off. I'm satisfied with what Des did, and I'm satisfied with Des's response, and we won't be taking the matter any further.
Why is that? Is that because the Ombudsman NT is a corporate entity working on behalf of these other corporate entities?
Well, why are you coming to us then if you don't believe in what we're doing?
Because I'm trying to make you guys accountable for the problems that you are causing, and what it's obvious to state is that you're supporting the fact that they are causing these problems. To reprimand somebody, so internally reprimanded, well done. That's like me going and making a complaint to the police and the police sweeping it under the carpet and saying he's done nothing wrong. That's internal. That's like, thank you. I've been assaulted. I've been told I'm going to be punched in the face. I've been treated like a lower class citizen when I'm actually a Commonwealth national. Where's the Commonwealth Ombudsman?
In Canberra.
Okay, so why isn't there one in the Territory?
I don't know.
Because you haven't been able to fill that role for 1.5 years now.
It's nothing to do with
So I come in and assume that role under the Crimes Act then, and I'll come and work in your office.
No, I don't think so.
What if I contact the Governor-General and she puts me in that role because I assume that role under the Crimes Act, and I come and sit in the office next door to you?
Police have got nothing to do with the Commonwealth Ombudsman.
Excuse me, they're a corporation with ABN number registered in ASIC. That puts them under the Corporations Act 2001 and the Fair Trading Act 2007. That makes them a Commonwealth body.
Okay.
Just for the sheer fact that they have an ABN number and they are registered in ASIC.
Okay, I'm going to ask you now to leave the office.
So now you're evicting me from the Ombudsman's office for the sheer fact that you won't help me.
I'm satisfied with what Des has
So you're
done.
satisfied that the police are acting well within their right?
The police have responded, and Des was satisfied, and I'm satisfied with what he did.
All right, well, I'm asking you for a copy of the CCTV that nobody wants to provide to me.
Do that through Freedom of Information.
They don't want to provide it to me.
Well, that's up to them.
That's why I came here.
Well, I can't
So I
provide
want
you
a copy of the CCTV, please.
I don't have a copy of the CCTV.
Then how did you make this letter up?
I won't read it.
Then where's the copy of the CCTV, please?
if you want your CCTV footage, you have to go through freedom of information.
which I did, and they refused to
And
give it
that's
to
up
me.
them.
So that's up to them. So you're closing loop on something of an assault. I can't prove it myself because nobody wants to give me the evidence.
Go to see the person that tells you in there in the courthouse.
I've been to the courthouse. The courthouse forcibly removed me. Right? So you're all closing ranks on each other because you've got somebody in front of you that knows the law. Now I'm asking you again, can I please have a copy of the CCTV? Do you want me to bring the Criminal Code Act up and the Ombudsman's Act up?
For what?
For you not providing me with the evidence when I've come to you.
I don't need to provide.
Yes, you do.
I'm giving you the.
You need to provide me with the evidence according to the Ombudsman's Act.
CCTV footage.
Why not? I'm the one that's in the footage being assaulted. Why won't you prove that I'm not wrong or right?
I have to prove it. I have to
Well, that's what I came here for, is
read
proof.
the letter.
I came here for proof. I didn't come here to be whitewashed.
You're not being whitewashed.
Excuse
You've given
me?
the response. You lodged a complaint. You've been given the response.
I asked for this officer to be charged. I asked for damages to be done. That's my phone. That's a $900 phone that's been
any
smashed
officer.
by one of those officers. When do I get my phone fixed?
Have you lodged a complaint?
Yes, I have, and they whitewashed that. Internal review says that the police have done nothing wrong. So they're allowed to smash my phone.
No. You can take a civil issue if you want.
We are in civil because this is a corporation.
For goodness me, we're chopping and changing.
Well, the police is a corporation.
Lodge a civil suit against them then. Claim damages. It's entirely up to yourself. That's the response.
So you won't charge the officers
No, I won't
involved?
charge the officer involved.
Well, then what's the point of having an ombudsman's office if you get assaulted and the ombudsman won't do anything about it? What's the point of having an ombudsman's office if you get arrested for no cause and assaulted and your phone smashed and the ombudsman won't do anything about it? Excuse me? I have a recording of it.
Okay. Well, why are you asking me for
I want the
footage then?
CCTV from the courthouse from the second assault.
Then you put in your freedom of information, and if they won't provide it to you,
Then it's not freedom of information, is
then
it?
what's the reason they won't provide it to you?
Because they're closing ranks
Why?
and
What
that,
was the reason they gave you?
I don't know. Silence is what they give me. Chris Cox has given me silence. I can't even get the name of the guy that assaulted me. No, you've given this to me now.
Can you print me off another copy of that letter, please?
I have been to the director of the courts, the manager of the courts, the police commissioner. I've been to the police department and made a complaint through the Police Integrity Standards Board. I've come to the ombudsman. I've been to the DPP. You are all closing ranks on each other and you are refusing to deal with this matter in a proper manner. You think it's okay for a police officer to act like that?
We have responded to.
You think it's okay for a police officer to act like that?
Is it all right for you to act like what you did?
What did I do?
Police officer?
I didn't
Chest
do
to
anything.
chest?
He was the one that chested me. And you're turning it around and saying I chested up to him when I had a witness standing next to me?
And no,
Excuse me. You're telling me I'm a liar.
I'm not telling you you're a liar.
So
I'm telling
he's
you
the one that
police
chested up
officer-
to me. How did you know he chested up to me if you didn't see that on
He has
CCTV?
responded to your allegations, and that's what he has said.
How come you can say that I chested up to him if you've got the
I haven't got
CCTV?
the CCTV footage.
Then how
I'm
can you
going
make a
by what
decision
you
without
said.
CCTV?
The same way as we have to go by what you say.
How come you can make a decision if you haven't seen the CCTV?
Des made the decision. I'll give this back to you. I don't really care because it was sent to you through
Did Des see the
email.
CCTV?
No.
Why not? So he's going on the officer's word when there's actual physical evidence. And the officer says I chested up to him when there's actual video evidence in the court that shows quite the opposite. And you haven't seen that
There
footage?
you go.
You're telling me you haven't seen that footage. And you're telling me that the officer is accusing me of what he did to me.
They extended an offer to you to attend and view the footage at the magistrate's court. Now, whether you went and viewed that footage or not is entirely up to you.
Did he view it? It
Des
did.
not view it.
Then why can he make a
He's
decision
satisfied.
without
I'm not going
evidence?
to stand here now.
You haven't.
It's
Do you want me to come and bring the Ombudsman's Act back to you to
I have
prove
an
to you?
Ombudsman Act.
Then why aren't you getting that evidence and using that evidence to make your decision?
Because I'm satisfied.
You're
with
satisfied with the
Can
officer
you
said.
just leave this office now?
You're satisfied with what the officer said. I just want to get this
I'm
clear.
satisfied with the response we got from police. I'm satisfied with how Des dealt with your.
But you haven't
complaint.
seen the evidence.
I haven't seen the.
No, so without the footage, which is the evidence, you make a decision on the officer's behalf. And you just accused me of fronting the officer and pushing up into his face. When you look at the video, it is him pushing up into my face. Now I'm getting irate because you are lying to me.
I'm not lying.
You are.
To you. I'm
You are
basing
lying
what
to
we were
me.
Told from police.
You are doing what you were told
allegation.
from police.
No, I'm not doing what I'm told.
That's what you just
No, I
said.
didn't. I said I'm basing a response on what we were told. The
Then why didn't
information we
you
were
watch the
given.
video?
We didn't have the video.
Then why didn't you get it under the Ombudsman's Act like you are obligated to do when
Not
somebody
obligated.
comes and makes a
Des
complaint to you?
Was satisfied with the responses that he got from police.
And he had...
And I am satisfied with how Des investigated your complaint and how he responded to you.
When there's evidence
written
on
it out
video
in
and
the
you have
letter.
refused to get the video and you have just told me now that I was the one that chested up against
I
the
said
officer.
both
You said that in your
chested
own
to
words.
Each other.
You said that in your own words. I chested up to the officer. Go and watch that CCTV because you will see the exact opposite. That is why I came in
So
here.
you didn't chest him.
No, not at all. I was standing next to a
stood
friend
back.
of mine.
You ran back. You moved away.
He came this far away from my
Who
face.
instigated it?
He did.
Who instigated
He was the one-
initial, conversation?
Sorry?
When the police officer was speaking to your
I
friend,
am lawfully allowed to be a Mackenzie friend for my friend and I am able to advise my friend on legal process.
in that case then, I am legally entitled to back Desi's response to
You are legally obligated under the Ombudsman's Act to get all evidence that is available to you. You
And
have every
also,
lawful right to
under
obtain that evidence.
legislation, can decline
Legislation
any
is for the
complaint
corporation.
brought into this office.
Legislation is for the corporation.
You chop and change.
No,
Chop and change.
you are a
to suit
corporate.
you.
No, I'm a Commonwealth national.
Yeah, so you
Right?
can tell me.
Now, why aren't you viewing that CCTV to make your
Because the
judgment?
case is closed.
Because you're taking it on a police officer's
I'm
word.
taking on what the other officer in this office investigated your complaint. He has finalised it. He has closed it. He has given
What's
you an
Des's full
explanation.
name, please?
Desmond Wild.
And what's his ID number here if he's got one?
No.
Okay, so, and can you now read to this microphone what the office details are, please?
What office details do you require?
The street address, the phone number, any postal address.
Street address is 22 Mitchell Street. And the phone number is 8999-1818.
Now, I'm advising you that you are on recording now, accusing me of chesting up to that officer.
I'm not accusing you
You
of
just
chesting
did,
officer.
and you are on record for doing it. So don't lie to me. Okay?
you stop
You have
yelling?
now refused to get CCTV footage which shows the exact opposite. The reason that I came here was because I had CCTV footage. And
Where
you are
is the CCTV
you are
footage?
ignoring that
Where
evidence.
is it?
You are ignoring that evidence. You've admitted that on audio.
I'm not ignoring the evidence.
Then why
I'm
haven't you
telling
viewed it? Why hasn't Desmond viewed it?
I can't answer that. Des isn't here at the moment.
So Des made a decision without viewing the evidence when he was told the evidence was available to view.
He made a decision on the information he was given.
By
He
whom?
assessed it, and he made his decision.
He made his decision on the evidence
He
that
has
was given to
provided you
him
with
by
the
the police. So, in other words, you're just doing what the police want you to do.
No.
Because
I'm not
you've
gonna discuss it
refused.
with you any longer.
Are you the manager, mate?
Can I make a suggestion to you?
Yes.
You've been asked to leave.
Yes.
And I accept it. That's it. That's probably the best thing for you to do.
Well, are you the manager?
Right now.
Are you the
I'm
manager?
I'm one of the managers here.
Okay, can I just get your name for the record, please?
My name's Tom
And your last name?
Boyle.
Okay, thank you for that.
You're welcome. Now, if you just hear
it-
me out, I hear what you're saying. I hear what Karen's saying. Okay.
I came here to
suggest-
make a
I
complaint.
understand that. What I suggest you do is put your issues in writing
Yep.
to the Ombudsman for his consideration.
Well, now I go to the Commonwealth Ombudsman and make a complaint against you guys.
They'll just
That's-
refer it back down to the Ombudsman.
It's unfortunate. Well, then I go to the Attorney General and the Governor General.
He'll probably just
As a Commonwealth National?
probably refer it back to our office.
As a Commonwealth National at the Attorney General's level.
Maybe I can't speak for.
Okay, so
the
we have a massive problem here in that you were told that there was evidence of this assault and you haven't even gone and got it. Right, so you've made a decision on what the police have said, knowing that there's evidence out there, yet you refuse to go and find the evidence. And this lady here has accused me of doing what the officer did to me.
I think it would be appropriate for you to leave the office area now.
I'm-
Okay.
I'm done.
And you can write a letter. By all means, please write a letter to the Ombudsman, to Mr. Peter Scheuer. There's a business card there with our address. The Ombudsman's name.
Can
is
you write
Peter
his
Scheuer.
name just there on the back for me, please?
And if you,
Right, I don't mean to be irate, but
That's all right.
like you've got to understand, if you've got evidence out there to look at and you refuse to look at it and you take the police on their word when you've got that video evidence, you've just committed fraud.
As best I understand, the matter's been assessed. The information provided to our office has been assessed as credible, and a decision was made that we're going to take no further action.
So the police
You're
officer
welcome.
gets away with assault because you can't be bothered going and getting the evidence which shows exactly the opposite to what this lady just said.
I didn't hear anyone say that.
I've got it
refused the
here.
Evidence.
Okay? I came in here recording this from the beginning.
Well, you're recording this still?
Yes.
You've been asked to leave. I suggest you leave.
Okay?
You've been asked
You-
to write a letter.
Will hear from me because that is not on. And thank you for your time. Next time I come in, I will ask for you. Because I can't deal with somebody down the chain who is going to refuse,
I don't think that's appropriate.
well, no. I will ask for the manager. And if your subordinates don't want to do the right thing, if your subordinates don't want to do the right thing,
I'll say it for one last time. You've been asked to leave. I suggest you do so.
well, I'm asking you to go and get that CCTV footage and prove me right.
I'm directing you to leave the
Okay,
office.
I'll take your direction, and only because I respect that you come out to talk to me. You, on the other hand, need to think about what you said on record.
I think it's time.
Excuse me, I was the one assaulted. I'm the one with a smashed phone in my hand,
Just go. Stephen?
right?
Stephen?
I'm the one with the smashed phone in my hand. Just let them get away with it. I hope you're proud.